What women want from a man. Men, don't be fooled by cliches. You're better than that. The purpose of a status quo is to be broken. There isn't enough time in life for denial, myths, cliches, and BS. You'll be free when you know the truth. Does it matter to women how big your penis is? No, most of the time they don't. They do care if it's really big or really small. Both in a bad way. Even though porn makes it seem like it, being on the receiving end of a big penis is not fun. It hurts, on the other hand. Does it matter if a woman will sleep with you or not? Rarely. Does it make a difference if a woman wants to be with you or not? No. And even though I've said this before, guys are still sure that the opposite is true and try to show it. Women would choose the middle if they had to choose between small and big. Here's a comment I made on another story that says something similar. I'll admit that I have a very big penis, and every time I take it out, women smile and gush. They seem to like it, and when I'm meeting someone new, they always want to touch it first and have sex with me. So, I have to argue with the writer. Also, all of them tell their girlfriends about it, so it must be a good thing. Only what I know. This made me laugh out loud. Sorry, but this is not how things are. This is just a scene from a porn movie. This is also one of the silly ones, but a lot of guys have it. How do I know? So, I'm a girl. I have women friends. And I used to help people with their relationships. Also, I used to work as a teacher for a camming studio, and if I had to pick one line that guys used most often, it would be "Baby, my D is 10 inches, can you handle that?" Also, these guys use the words big and willy in a crazy number of their nicknames. A full-time fixation on the size of their part. Men are the ones who care, not women. Since the men were just names on a screen and no one could see what they did unless they wanted to. They had no reason to say that other than to try to impress the women in front of the camera. Breaking news, they weren't. Men will never believe that women don't like big balls, no matter how many times they hear it. So, let's put an end to this once and for all with facts that we can trust. Most studies of women's preferences for penis size have used abstract scores or choices between 2D, flat pictures. This study was the first to use sensory cues to test how well women remembered their penis size and how they liked their penis to be in different relationship situations. As a result of these tests, it was found that women liked a penis that was 6.3 inches, 16.0 centimeters, long and 4.8 inches, 12.2 centimeters, around. Now that you know the exact numbers, it's up to you to decide if you still think size matters and if so, when. Stop thinking about how big your penis is and work on making your brain bigger instead. Do women care how much money you have? It depends. You might think the truth is clear, but it's not. Having a rich partner is always better than having a poor one. The amount of money you make is important, but it usually doesn't make or break a deal. But if she likes you, she won't care. It's not a test of love, though. Even if she loves you, she might not pick you. Women would rather have a partner who has money than one who doesn't because, in the past, women couldn't make their own money and relied on their partner's money to live well. Women can now make money on their own. So, you might wonder why they still care about whether or not they can take care of themselves. Because long-standing social norms aren't so easy to change. What has been a part of our minds for thousands of years doesn't change in a decade. But guys have a very wrong idea of how much women care about money. And people have the wrong idea about why women want money. They aren't after the money. A man can make money. In a series of 3 studies that looked at whether people prefer partners with money, 668 people took an online survey in which they were asked if they preferred a man who worked for or inherited his money in different types of relationships. From marriage to one-night stands. 90% of women wanted a romantic relationship with a man who worked for his money, while only 5% wanted a romantic relationship with a man who got his money from an inheritance. Western University of Sydney. Are you shocked by this difference? You have no reason to. In a world where women still don't get paid the same as men for doing the same work, it makes sense that they would look for partners who have already shown they can make money. The reasoning goes like this: if a woman's male partner can earn more than her, why doesn't he? Is he lazy, not interested, or unable to do things? More than the size of a man's wallet, these are the things that bother women the most. 3. Do women want men who are soft or tough? Neither. Even though many women have said that they like kind guys, check out this comment that a reader made in another article. If only those soft skills were what people liked. We're told that women want kindness, sympathy, and empathy, but it's still aggression, control, and arrogance that win out. This is a very big mistake. Women like guys who have soft skills, not soft-hearted guys. No, women don't like yes men, pushovers, or weaklings. But they like a man who is sure of himself. And, despite what most incels and bullies think, anger is not the same thing as confidence. No matter what women say, a lot of men still think that women don't like good, loving, compassionate guys. Even though they think they are good guys, they still have trouble getting a woman. That's where people get it wrong. Most guys who think they're good are just weak. They don't have soft skills. Soft skills include being able to communicate well, thinking critically, having understanding, and being willing to solve problems. You can use these skills anywhere. At work, in business, in relationships, in the bedroom, and at home. These are the skills that will determine your success or failure. Everyone you know likes them, from women to your boss to people you don't know. Fails soft. Aggressive fails. Soft skills and confidence win the day. The girl, too,